What's up? I'm 28 years old, and this past year has been so confusing for me. And today I'm like, it's July 3rd as I'm recording this. I don't know what to do with myself. I've been lost a few times in my life whether it be like career direction wise or in my love life or anything like that, where I've kind of lost myself. I've always found myself, I've always come back to myself, but this feels really different. It's like different sectors of my life, and I'm not sure what to do with myself right now. I don't really know where to shift my focus. I don't know what step to take next in my life. And so right now, as someone who's felt lost before, even though this feels like a really big journey that I'm on right now, I feel like the most important thing that I need to do for myself is find myself again. So this video, I'm not even sure that I'm gonna put it out. If I put it out, great. I'm not expecting it to go anywhere. Maybe it's something that I can look back on. Maybe I'll delete it after a few hours or something, just out of embarrassment, because I'm human or whatever. I'm tired of living in a world where we hide ourselves. And I'm sorry if my voice is a little, oof. I'm a big teddy bear, and I'm really sensitive, and I don't want to like cry on camera, but I'm like fighting tears right now, right? Because I'm just so emotional about this stage in my life. Yeah, I'm just tired of living in a world where we hide ourselves. We hide how we truly feel. It's like we're ashamed of being human. We're ashamed of being lost in life or lacking direction in life. It's like we have to hide these things. We can't show people I'm not doing good. Like, why are we so ashamed of that? So I want to record my journey, at least so far this month, as the month has just started. I don't think social media has had the best impact on my brain as of lately. And I want to take a step back from it and record and journal what my life is like away from social media. I'll go on Netflix, I'll watch shows and stuff, but nothing to do with scrolling. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be on YouTube either. I need to connect with myself again. I think anyone who's lost in life needs to, I'm thinking to myself at least, I'm not a professional, but I need to take a step back, basically. I need to kind of cocoon. That's what it feels like. Kind of like a butterfly, when the caterpillar gets in that cocoon stage. Cocoon? When the caterpillar gets in that cocoon stage before they transform into this beautiful butterfly. I feel like that's what I need to do with myself right now. Obviously, I think, any point in life where you're stuck, you don't know what direction to go in. It's like this transition period. It's transitional. And I think transitional periods in life are extremely, extremely tough, right? It's change. Everyone hates change. No one likes change. Change is uncomfortable. People like to stay where it's comfortable. But life is gonna find a way to shake you up, as it's shaking me up right now. There's obviously things in my life that are not working. There's a part of my identity that needs to be shed, and I have to surrender to that. This is all that life is, and I feel like I need to kind of zone out from my body and from my life and remember that this is just an experience. I'm having an experience and I'm freaking out about it, but it's not the end of the world. Part of me feeling lost is having trouble with my creative direction. My creative direction is a big part of my identity, and I wish I wasn't as creative as I am sometimes. God damn, I'm sorry. It sounds stupid, but I wish I could just be a regular, normal person that lived a very domestic life. I want to be able to stay in my job and be happy doing my job. I want to focus on the gym, my health, my diet, just going on hikes, but not needing to record it or something like that, or record my thoughts. I wish I was a regular person. So I'm struggling between right now, at least personally for me, pursuing your passions, your dreams, or just living in quiet mode. Because living in quiet mode is easy, right? You kind of go back to living in comfort and not exposing yourself to change, not taking big steps in life. I'm at a point in my life where I'm tired. I'm tired of failing. I'm tired of my passions of just being creative and wanting to be seen at the same time, just constantly feeling like it's for nothing. I wish I could just be normal or just not be seen. these are part of my desires, you know, like what do you do in that situation? You just go for it, or do you stay in comfort? And my heart wants to say, you always do the bigger thing. You always take the big step. And then my brain is like trying to be logical and like, you know, if something's not working, just let it go. So whether I post this as a long video or if it ends up being a series, I just want to put out that this is going to be a series or a video of me exploring, you know, trying to connect with yourself again. Just asking deeper, bigger questions in life, especially each day since I won't be on social media. I'm going to have a lot to think about, but I'm going to share my whole journey of finding myself again because it's possible. It's just really hard. I want to be as authentic as possible. I love doing this, but at the same time, I hate it. It's so fucking fucked up. And yeah, if you're watching this, enjoy it, I guess. I don't know. It's okay if I'm a source of entertainment. I really don't mind. So I'm out here at a regular park in Vancouver where I live. It's July 5th as I'm recording this. It's really beautiful here. So I haven't been on like social media in like 2 days. So far I'm pretty okay. You know, I'll watch like Netflix or something. If I do kind of dabble into YouTube, I'll watch something of like spirituality, something that's healthy for my mind and for my spirit at this time. It's been funny so far, kind of being disconnected to the world, but I'm also kind of reconnecting with it, right? In a different way by like going out, planting my feet onto the ground, instead of in this way where I feel like the problem with social media is that it's an illusion, right? Like how much of it is it really real? How authentic are people on social media typically? I don't think anyone on social media is 100% authentic. Even myself, you know, I'm always gonna mask a little bit. I think the only way you're gonna see me completely being my 100% self is when I'm completely alone in my home. So it's really nice right now just reconnecting with life. I'm trying to like get back my own original thoughts. In a way, I feel like my beliefs and everything and my perspectives on life have kind of shifted and have gotten muddied by other people's perspectives and perceptions and stuff like that. And I want to kind of find myself again, right? I feel like by finding my own compass, it's also just going to help me with where I want to go next in life and just having a lot more clarity in the decisions that I'm making. Look at this tree right here. Look how big it is. It's pretty fucking ginormous. If I were to just kind of stand with it, see, it's pretty big. If I wanted to hug it, I'd have issues. I got back into meditation recently. I'm just doing like 5 minutes a day. I don't think it's something that everyone has to do to find themselves, but for me, just like spirituality, creating my own values, being stable in them once again like I used to be is what's going to help me at the very least. I think everyone at least once in their life has been lost, right? Has been in like this place that I've been where I'm kind of sobbing about it. I'm freaking out about it, getting anxious about it. You feel like you're stuck in this place and you're never going to get out of it. But I've been in this place before. I know how to get out of this. It does feel a little bit different and honestly more difficult than something I've ever tackled so far in terms of navigating my life and what to do, what to let go of. Is it right to let go of these things? Am I making the right decision? At this age, especially I think in your late 20s, we feel like we have to take these big steps in life. We feel like we don't have time to make mistakes. But that's, I think, the beautiful thing about your 20s and even going into your 30s, I don't think it's the end of the world. At the end of the day, everyone's on their own unique path. There's no set time for anyone out there. There could be someone out there in their 20s, early 20s, that will advance a lot further in their life, but that's just meant for them. Whereas other people, they're late bloomers, such as myself, and there's nothing wrong with that. But we compare, right? Social media, by being on it, you compare, which is why I'm also just taking a fucking break from it. Next time I am back on it at some point when I feel ready, it's about really being conscious of the social media that you are consuming, the people that you do follow. So I don't fall into this brain rot state again where I don't really feel like I'm thinking as deeply as I used to. And I miss that about myself. If I'm gonna open up a little bit about, you know, why this year for me has been so rough and why I'm losing direction in my life, I would say, for one, I went through a really intense dynamic with someone that resulted in a separation. And with that, I'm left with these feelings of betrayal and confusion as I'm in therapy, realizing I've been a victim, and I kind of let myself succumb to that. I let that happen to me. I could have made better decisions, and so I'm angry with not only this person, but with myself too. And in terms of my career and my finances, I'm in a good place with it, but psychologically, I want to do more. I want to achieve more. I want to get into content creation so much more. And it has nothing to do with, I want to be a content creator like every other person. It's just the fact that I'm naturally so creative, and as much as I want to let it go just to ease the anxiety in my mind, I can't get myself to. And so I'm really stuck right now as to what do I do? Is it a hobby? Is it a dream that I really want to pursue, which it is. And obviously I'm not a fan of my own 9-to-5. I don't know how many people in the world are a fan of their 9-to-5s, but for me, I'm just kind of getting by with it. But it does, with the culture here, since I moved across the country, the culture of people is very different from what I'm used to. And so I have been dealing with feelings of loneliness for the first time in my life, just because being around so many people every day that you don't really engage with in a deep, meaningful way is lonely. And then lastly, I feel like in general, with everything that has happened so far this year, I've lost my spark. And it took me just the other day to realize, you know what? I am not the same person I used to be. Even the content that I put out, I'm putting out for the sake of trying to get attention, trying to spark a debate. But is that really something that's coming out of my heart, Is that something that's really, I'm forcing something to come out of me instead of it just naturally being me. And that's exactly why I'm out here right now and taking time away from the world to reconnect with myself. Being lost, I know looking back at this time in my life, it's gonna be a big time. I'm not happy with my age of 28. I'm gonna look back at 28 and it's only July and I'm gonna be like, wow, I hated being 28. It's pretty sad, but there are years like that in your life where you're not gonna really be a big fan of it. But I think those are the most important years. I can remember a few years back in my life that were tough. I could name 2019. I could name 2021. Those were really tough years. Even 2024 was a little bit of a weird state. I would include empowerment in that year, but it was also confusing. Those years have been pivotal years of my life where I was low, I was suicidal, I was depressed, I was lost, just like I am now. But I came out of those years and, I made it past those years where years like 2020, years like 2023, and a little bit of 2025 have been some of the best years of my life, or at least big years of my life where something drastic shifted either in my life or in my perspective, in my identity, where I changed as a person. So I was able to get out of those moments in my life. So if you're stuck right now, if you're lost and you're like, I don't know what to do with myself, there's no need to figure it out right now. I think right now I am on the path of trying to figure something out, but I know it's going to take time and I know it's a process. And I think that's what the rest of my year is going to be, is reconnecting with myself after the first half of this year has been a year of lessons, a year of, I think, transition. I think that's a big one that I'm going through, is I'm shedding this old self of mine. And I don't know who I'm meant to be next for this next chapter in my life, but clearly I need to shed this part of myself. And it's really hard shedding old skin. I think, at least for me, but I think as people, we don't want to say goodbye to our old selves. We're so comfortable. Why am I getting emotional? But we're so comfortable being us, being in this stage. But that's not what life is. Life is a fucking messy journey. It's not meant to be comfortable all the time. I think we're going to enjoy parts of our lives, years of our lives, but we're meant to push forward. We're meant to push further. Or I think if we're going to be on a spiritual journey, which is maybe not the way everyone sees life, but at least I do, and if you do, the point is to evolve. You want to evolve your soul. Don't you want to be something greater? I want to be not perfect. You can never be perfect, but just something I could be so proud of. Like, I'm proud that I did this in my life. I'm proud that I went through these shitty fucking situations and shitty feelings only to come out a badass motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's about. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful to fall down and to get back up, to observe and acknowledge your own resilience. Okay, I'm ready to get back walking, so let's continue walking for a little bit more. Check this out here. I love challenging my body. I find that grounds me is, just getting back into sort of survival mode and reconnecting with life, literally touching it, grounding myself, and just moving in my body, actually using my body. Like, what do I want to do? Like, use my body to, like, my hands to scroll on my phone all day? No, I don't want to fucking do that. I want to live. Another random thought that I have as I'm walking here is the path that I'm on, at least that resonates with me, I think revolves, I should say, around kind of experiencing life. And I know everyone wants to go down this very traditional path of, I'm going to get married, I'm going to have kids, and I'm going to live a domestic life. And you know what? Like I kind of mentioned in that other video where I was in my room and I was getting emotional, I was mentioning, like how I kind of wish I could be like that, how I could be normal and just live a very simple kind of a life where I think that path of life is already determined for you. You don't have to plan anything out. It's like, okay, just get married, have kids, and that's it. You work your job and that's what your life is. But for me, my life, I don't feel like that's the path for me. And that's why I'm also so anxious and lost as to how is my life gonna look? Like, what am I supposed to do? How am I gonna make this work for myself? I feel like in this life, I really wanna explore being human. I don't want to focus on raising a child. I want to focus on myself. I want to grow my mind, if that makes sense. I want to really take in the planet. Like, I'm just looking just at the ocean over there and the trees and observing the trees and taking in life. I feel like that's what I want to do here. Even though you can ultimately do whatever you want. I'm not saying that's my purpose or you have to have a purpose. Your purpose is to be a mother and raise children. No, you could be whatever you want to be. No one has to tell you otherwise. I think as long as it's a path that you feel like this is the path for me, your gut, your intuition is pulling you towards that direction. No matter what you do, even if you turn around, go down that path. Don't worry about what the world or what your family has to say about it. And listen to the sounds of the birds here, which I can't spot, but they sound really, really beautiful. Anyway, I'm gonna cut it off here for a bit. I'm gonna continue my hike. My goal is to make it to the ocean side and enjoy my favorite thing on this planet, which is the ocean. We're approaching the point, Eagle Point, here in Vancouver, if you're in Vancouver. It's not where I'm gonna just sit around and hang out, but it's nice. I've been here once. I love it because it reminds me of places that I love, like Oregon. I've grown to love BC. I mean, BC is beautiful, but I got the destinations that I love and have in mind that I love. I like that. I'll be in life and I'll look at things or I look at people, I'm like, oh, you remind me of someone, or this place reminds me of this place. It's like it comes full circle in this really strange way. And it's cool how these things or these people or these places have imprinted us in such a strong way that we see them in other things. Got some of the cargo ships over there. There's the city of Vancouver and the lovely ocean that I get to live by every single day. This is nice. I love this. I am very happy in this moment. It's so important to do what you want in life, to go towards the things that bring you joy, such as me. I made the move across the country a year ago, so I can be surrounded by this every single day. I can see the ocean anytime I want. If I'm feeling down, I could just go to the water. I could take a walk in the rainforest. I don't think we're gonna get anywhere if we live for other people. If you live for your family, if you live for the societal expectations. Whether you have one life to live or not, or if we have many, many lives that we just don't remember, make this life the life where you really live it. And I know that we are kind of confined in certain circumstances, like our jobs or our financial situations. Maybe not everything is necessarily possible or possible in due time. I don't want to say that. There's nothing that you can't do, but to try to cultivate the life as closely as possible that you dream for yourself. And that might even come in steps as well. Mine is coming in steps. I've seen it, I've noticed it. Hey, check it out. We got what is it? I'm not sure what kind of bird that is. Oh, is she cute? Just remember, your life is yours. I want to be as happy with as many decisions as I make in my life. Even if one day they don't resonate anymore, that's part of it. That's part of the journey. That's part of being human. Nothing ever stays the same forever. It just doesn't. It's like energy. Everything is energy, right? Energy, I don't know exactly what it is in scientific terms with the atoms and everything, but it's never still, right? It's just always moving. It's always transforming. Energy transforms. And so I like to see that in parallel to our lives as well, as your life is not going to be the same every single day. It's going to shift over time. And your pleasures or your beliefs, perspectives on life is going to change as you evolve. This is great. Can you tell I'm happy? I love it here. Do I dare do this right now? It's pretty stable. I think I'm gonna try to have an adventurous moment in my life. These are not as easy as it seems. Okay, not so bad, not so bad. Not so bad. Alright. Okay. That was fun. But I'm not gonna do that one. You guys wanna see a starfish? Beautiful. He's so pretty. So I'm out of my favorite spot. This is a cliffside here and overlooks the ocean. Mountains are a bit hidden by the clouds, but nonetheless, I love this view. So to end this video off, I guess, after doing some hiking, enjoying some ocean views, and now I'm gonna enjoy my favorite viewpoint, I feel a lot better. I think, if we're feeling kind of stuck in life, something that helps is, trying to get out of your head. And I think a really good way to do that is just getting back into your body, using your body. You could use it in so many ways. For me, I use it to ground myself in nature. I will walk. Walking is so simple. You don't have to go on a treacherous hike, but you could just take a walk to get back into your body. I also went to the gym earlier, and that's why I'm in a bit of an athletic fit here. My hiking, and that also matches with the gym, which is another way to get back into your body. Something to do with the body, right? It's using it. It's not just, kind of dissociating, being on your phone and just scrolling and being trapped in your room is a really good way to dissociate. I enjoy just isolating myself and all, but in terms of being in a state of overthinking and anxiety and just stagnancy, you got to get out of that. You got to get out of the walls of your home and get somewhere outside, reconnect with your body and with life. Just by reconnecting yourself with the planet, with life, it kind of takes you out of, this little tunnel vision that you have. Like, this is all that I see in my life is just this little bit of vision. But if that makes sense, sometimes I can't find the words to explain what I want to explain, but by removing yourself from that and expanding your world, basically, in a sense, such as getting out into the world, you kind of see more. You step out of your problems. That's something I love about nature, and especially big scale things like oceans and fields, meadows and mountains, and they're so big. It makes your problems feel so much smaller. And I think the thing is too, is that these problems aren't as big as we make them out to be. I think we make them a lot scarier in our minds, right? Because we trap ourselves, we isolate ourselves, we box ourselves in, and we think this is the only way, or this is all that I see, and that's not the truth. So this is something that I'm gonna be doing a lot. It's July, I still have a lot of good weather ahead of me. But even in the rain or whatever, the winter time, that wouldn't stop me. If I have to go outside, I will go outside. But this is what my life has always been, but I'm gonna see it in a different way, in a way where I am not just walking, but I'm really connecting. I'm connecting with myself again. I'm connecting with life, and I'm stepping away from my problems. I think by stepping away, and I have a clear mind, I'll know which step to take next. And I'm also not gonna worry about the step that I do take, if it's the right step or the wrong step. If I take a step, that's what matters. Like I said, life is not straight up, it's zigzagging. It's gonna be a lot of detours, a lot of circling back sometimes. It's just part of the journey. I just wanna move forward in a way where I feel confident about it. I guess this is gonna be a series. It's different from what I've made, but I do feel, again, stuck with the content that I'm making and I'm trying to make something work, but maybe it's not about trying to make something work. It's just doing something that actually feels authentic to myself and my own creativity at this time. I'm always gonna shift and evolve. My content doesn't have to stick to the same thing and look the same all the time. I think that would drive me a little bit crazy over time, especially as any creative. We're gonna evolve, we're gonna change. And I don't really know if anyone's gonna care about what I'm putting out. And I'm not gonna worry about that. I think this would be something enjoyable for me to look back at in 10 years or 20 years or at the end of my life. And I'm like, oh, I wanna watch what I used to put on YouTube, and I'm gonna smile at myself and be like, you were so lost, you were so worried, but you did good. You did good, and you're doing good right now. I think that's what my future self would tell me right now. I'm gonna end my day here and then head back soon, but I'm gonna enjoy the view and listen to some music and just enjoy not being on social media, I guess. So yeah, take good care.